Alright, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's Mr. Amos Kester. We're back again. Last time I was struggling to call or pronounce this community. It's called Igbaken.
Market.
Igbaken. Yes, so I think I did better than last time. Alright, so here's the greenhouse, and here is the concrete pen structure that we showed you from our previous video. So today we are actually stocking the greenhouse. So what we're doing is to stock the greenhouse with 10,000 snails of the age of 2 to 3 months old. So you can see the snails. Come closer so that you can have a closer view. So you can see some of them are already active. What we're doing is just to pour water on them so that they become active because of the long journey on transit. You can see the rest of them are still in the bags. So we're bringing them out in batches. So we energize them, then we put them in buckets like this and take them into the greenhouse. So I'll take you to the greenhouse now. You'll see that it's completely different from what you saw the last time. So these snails will be moving into the greenhouse. So that is why we said you can as well have just the greenhouse. If you don't have the finance to go with a greenhouse and a concrete pen, it's even easier for you to manage financially because the concrete pen is quite expensive to build or construct. But with this, you know that this is what you're doing. So these 10,000 snails of 2 to 3 months old will be introduced into the greenhouse and they will grow there. Basically what is done there is just to give them food. The water sprinklers are already installed inside, so once you regulate it, the greenhouse wets itself. So all the farm attendant is expected to do is go there in the evening, put the food for them, and come out of the greenhouse after watering it. So with one person you can manage 10,000, 20, 30, 40,000 snails. But if you have that amount of snails in a concrete pen, you need at least 5 to 6 persons to manage it, and that means more salaries. But with the greenhouse, one person can even manage 2 greenhouses or 3 greenhouses, and it's quite easy to manage. So I'm going to take you inside now because these snails will be coming in very soon. So we'll take you through the door to the greenhouse. So the whole of this is the greenhouse, and we've done it in a way that it looks very natural. So this is the entrance to the greenhouse. You can see these are footpaths because we're not expected to march on the bare floor once the snails have come in. So that's why we put this raised platform so you don't mash it right to the ground. So if there are snails hanging under it, it won't be affected. So you can just step on it like this. So that's why we have these steps for you to move. Now these are the feeding platforms. You can see the inside is very much ready. This is exactly the farm we showed you a few months back. So the vegetation has taken shape and it's ready for stocking. The sprinklers are all there, so at any time we want to sprinkle this inside with water. So that's what is done. So you can see the feeding platforms. If I should take another lane here, okay, so you can see we have another set here. We have them in strategic locations inside the greenhouse. They're about 30, between 20 to 30 pieces are enough for one greenhouse. So we're going to bring in the snails, introduce them in here, and close it up. That's it. Then we on the sprinklers, they wet the environment. So it's going to be like rainy season for the snails throughout, because every day we're going to be watering the pens. So whether it rains or it doesn't rain, it will look like a rainy season for the snails. And of course, you know, snails thrive better during the rainy season. So as long as we have water inside here, year in, year out, the snails will remain in very good conditions. So these platforms are brought in for the formulated feed. Of course, you have seen most of our feed that we formulate. So you cannot spray the feed just on the bare floor. So that's why we brought in this platform. So we spray the feed on top this, and the night the snails will come on top to feed. And during the daytime, they go under it to take shade. So these feeding racks actually provides additional shade to the UV treated tarpaulin and the vegetation. This is an additional shade. Even the feeding, the walking paths the steps, the way they are designed, they are also providing additional shade for the snails because they can also go underneath the working part. So that's how it has been designed. So we are actually in the peak of the stocking. Of course, we've shown you the snails and we brought you into the greenhouse. So at this point, we're going to cut the video so that we can go ahead with the stocking. But this is exactly what it's going to look like. So the greenhouse is ready as it is. These are dwarf banana species that do not grow very tall. So at no point will they come to the roof of this structure. So of course we'll bring subsequent videos to you just like we always do. So until then, the name is Mr. Amos Kester. I remain the CEO of Kester Amos Consultancy Services Limited. So to reach us, the number to call is +2348 068525032. And if you didn't hear that, just go to the description below the video where the description for this video is. You see the number, it is written bold and clear. So until we come your way again, thank you very much. God bless you and bye bye.